Hello everyone, welcome to this video on Plague Healer Build version 3.0. And it is version 3.0 because even the version that I showed you guys last time was actually the second version. Because in a recent update, Stinky Fantasy became more difficult to acquire during a campaign run, and I had to spend part of that video just explaining how I got around that, which I was able to do. But after that video was the most recent update, and that made Stinky Fantasy break the game, causing it to lag to the point of becoming unplayable if you acquire that power-up during a campaign run. So I have had to, since then, come up with an entirely different strategy as far as acquiring power-ups. So firstly, just in case you didn't see my first video on Plague Healer Build, it revolves primarily around these two perks. Devious Instinct, which causes you to deal an additional 30 damage to your enemies every time you inflict a debuff. And Dinosaur Durability, which causes you to recover 30 health every time you inflict a debuff. The reason I focused so much on Stinky Fantasy in my original approach to this build was because Stinky Fantasy causes every attack to cause poison. Every attack, all of your attacks, even attacks that have to do with power-ups that you collect on your campaign run. And that made you crazy powerful. However, like I said, for the time being, at least from my experience, Stinky Fantasy is off the table for now. Which is sad, but in some ways a good thing, because it's causing me to focus on two other power-ups that are actually a lot easier to acquire. One of which is in the common class, and it's called Squidward Sonata. It gives every charge attack a chance of causing debuff. And the other one is in the rare class, and it's called Waterbending. And it gives every projectile a chance of causing freeze. And those two power-ups together, especially at higher levels, is pretty effective. I've already done a test run of that in my campaign run with Zuko. It worked very well. Now, because one of those power-ups is in the common class and the other is in the rare class, that means I no longer have a use for April here. Because investigative journalism has to do with epic class power-ups, which are still useful, but not as useful as the particular power-ups I'm looking for. So, we wave bye-bye to April, and replace her with Lucky Draw, which gives me 9 rerolls at max level. Which means that as long as I get to the right shop, I am all but guaranteed to get the power-ups I'm looking for. Now there's something else I'm gonna do, which is a bit of a risk depending on which character I'm playing as. I'm actually gonna swap out ninjutsu skills extra air jumps for rocket science. Partially just as a way of covering for what I'm noticing is still a weakness of my own, which is that I still suck at fighting the Flying Dutchman. And he's at the end of Zone 1, there's not a lot of chances to get power-ups to make bosses easier before then, and he's, for whatever reason, is just the hardest boss for me to have to fight. I can't remember the last time I did not lose a life to him, and it's annoying. Now, that's just a me thing. I don't know if other players struggle anywhere near as much as I do fighting Flying Dutchman. Putting rocket science on partially for my own sake, just because I find that having that homing projectile that launches automatically every 6 seconds and does decent damage, it helps when fighting against him. But there is also a second reason that has to do with this new version of Plague Healer build. Because when it comes to the two power-ups I'm looking for, Squidward Sonata has to do with charge attacks, which everybody has, but water bending is exclusive to projectile attacks, which not everybody has, unless everybody has rocket science, because that gives you a projectile attack every 6 seconds. Automatically. That's not even something you have to activate or think about manually. It just happens. And it's explosive, it's decent damage, and it homes in on the enemy. That's pretty useful. Now I'm actually going to temporarily turn this back off, just so that I can still talk without interrupting his thing. So I want to talk about something else. And what I want to talk about is changes to what I had said in my past video on Plague Healer build about what characters can cause debuffs. Assuming not much has changed, Plankton can with his slime guns, whatever they're called. Lucy Loud can cause it with her bite attack when she's in ghost or vampire mode, which actually causes different debuffs depending on which mode you're in. So she's quite possibly the best character to do a Plague Healer build with. Aang's Sideways special causes burn. Nigel's Scorpion Kick has a chance of causing poison. And Reptar's attack, I forget if it's a special or just a grab, where he gets his opponent into his mouth. If you launch your enemy downward, that causes a burn. And in the last campaign run I showed you guys, we learned that Zuko's Dancing Dragon Punch causes burn. But it's also slow to activate, so it's a tricky thing to rely on if you need the healing. But as I was doing some practice, I discovered something with Ember, and I don't know if this was a recent change or if I just didn't notice this somehow when I was testing out all the characters before. Her down special causes stun or dizziness, and maybe that didn't used to be a debuff, but it appears to be a debuff now. I'm actually gonna test that out as I'm going through this campaign run. And I know that she has a projectile attack. She has at least one. And that'll work well for this new version of the Plague Healer builds that I'm working on today. Alright, first thing I'm gonna want to do is check out whether or not this actually counts as a debuff.
Fight!
Somebody come down here if it doesn't look good. Doesn't actually take damage. Where am I? There we go. Yes, it does. Nice. Yeah. It is very short range, though. It's hard to actually land it. Were they booing or something? Ah. Yeah.
Finish!
Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. There's 2 opportunities for gear. I'm probably going to want both of those. Yeah, what's her name whose name I keep forgetting? She never has anything useful for me. Gear, though, and Miss Puff, yes. Oh, goodness. I forget how tiny he is. Yes, please.
Fight!
So now this should have about a third the chance of causing freeze. Seems like a bit less, actually. Alright. Yeah, does this operate any differently in the air? I don't think so. Oh yeah, this. I want to see if this counts as a projectile. The third attack she does there. Probably not. Even if it does, it's a very short range projectile. Now, I did also notice a jump attack. Aha! There we go. Sort of down charge in the air. Tricky to land with.
Finish!
So I'm not sure if that down a charge attack in the air also counts as a projectile as far as having a chance of causing freeze with water bending. And I don't know if I'll have the opportunity to find out. Because it is tricky to land.
Fight!
I don't even need slime anymore. So, just gonna work on getting through here as quick as I can. Don't think hit detection will allow me to get through there. It might still contribute towards my score. If I collect more slimies than splat and stuff. I'm not particularly concerned about that either. How did that still manage to hit me?
Finish!
Alright, so the power-up I'm looking for here is Squidward's Sonata.
You've been paying close attention.
This one, yes please.
Don't be a stranger.
Or her charge attacks. Up when this juicy gets really angry. Okay, I can work with that.
Finish!
Alright. I'll take this route so I can get more blimps.
Fight!
So if we can get some practice in this attack. Ow. Maybe not, this is kind of a risky stage for me. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to be away from the fire. Right. No. Okay. There we go.
Finish!
It's just a tricky stage to figure out exact positioning, elevation-wise, with the aerial enemies as well.
Fight!
The thing about having the right combination of perks and power-ups is that the game will kind of play itself for you if you start to not quite be sure what you're doing. Right. Yeah, it looks like I caused him poison. Although, remembering, I have Squidward Sonata now. Which gives every charge attack a chance of causing a debuff. And that is a charge attack even if it doesn't count as a projectile. So actually, Spring Link is pointless at this point. So I didn't actually learn anything there. Oh well. Yeah, having the combination of Squidward Sonata and waterbending works particularly well with characters who have charge attacks that are also projectiles. Like Azula's jump charge. Or Lucy Loud's standing charge attack when she's in ghost mode. She turns into a projectile. It might count as a projectile in her other forms as well, but it doesn't go anywhere, it just falls to the ground, so not much of a projectile. I'm just not sure here if I want to go for making the chance of freezing even more likely. Taking it from a roughly a third to exactly half. Or if I want the extra damage. But this is more rare, so I guess we'll focus on that. They're both good choices, but
Finish!
hyper-corrosive croutons has more of a chance of showing up later. Like in shops. By the way, I'm gonna want to go straight forward after this. I'm fighting Zuko and Azula one right after the other. That's fun. Shadow clone. Zuko looks so emo. Keep forgetting what they're called. I think they're actually called ghost clones.
Finish!
I am amused.
Fight!
Put him in this position. Yeah.
Finish!
Worked out though. Alright, what do you have? I've got 360 blimps. Do you have anything worth spending that on?
Did somebody call for powdered toast?
No? Alright, look at this. Charge attacks have a chance of inflicting a random debuff. I think this'll work well too. Special attacks deal extra damage with a 5% chance of inflicting random debuff. So that'll add a small chance of a random debuff to my projectile attacks, which already have a 50% chance of causing freeze. The thing about random debuffs is they can stack. So it is useful to have. There's actually a bunch that I want here, so I'm gonna have to think carefully. I was not expecting this. So that altogether would be 150. That altogether is 115. So yeah, I can afford everything actually. I will go by priority though. Quick attacks more likely. Granting me a random buff. I think I want that.
Easy money. Cha-ching.
Aerial attacks. I don't think I'm doing aerial attacks much, but I will against the bosses.
Easy money.
And I don't think that does anything. Alright.
Come back
It
soon.
was actually a good shot.
To lose. Finish.
Got a lot of stuff I wanted there. So, I can't inflict debuffs on bosses. So I think what I want to do here, rather than focusing on that, is... I've got more damage for charge attacks. I'll just focus on that.
I'm gonna knock that crown right off your head.
Nice. I see. He's immune to damage. Wait. How did I get a buff? Oh, charge attacks granting me buffs again. Ah. Here's an invincibility stage.
Guess that was your swan song, wasn't it?
Finish.
Whoa. I was like inside the jelly. That took me a minute to remember. I'm not used to getting that Reptar power-up, but the random buff is based on doing charge attacks, not on causing debuffs. I have to try and remember that. 'Cause that probably will be more useful against bosses. Okay, now I immediately, after this, have to think.
Fight.
It's Ember, baby pop.
Is that a genre, baby pop? I've heard of baby metal. Probably is a genre, and I've just somehow never heard of it. Like popular nursery rhymes. The projectile bigger. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I don't know what all the different buffs are. Magic. Ah, no. Okay.
Finish.
She actually swings it like an axe. Yes, up. I'm assuming this is Miss Puff. I don't think anyone else would go to that area. I don't know why in the last update they just stopped showing people's faces sometimes.
The thing to help you out.
Maybe you can only have one of that person's face showing per map? Because of the last update? See, now I'm a little bit torn. I am enjoying those buffs. Let's get this maxed out though.
Don't be a stranger.
This is a plague healer build, after all. This is not a buff-focused build. Maybe I'll do that some other time.
Finish!
Once I figure out which characters can reliably buff themselves without having to rely on power-ups.
Fight!
Make me. Is dipstick okay as a word? I don't think it was when I was a kid, but maybe it is now. Ouchie. Ouchie. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Her tunes have so much more bass now. Yeah. Where you guys going? Yeah. Hey, come back here. Okay.
Finish!
That was a good pose. Now somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I've been made to believe that...
3, 2, 1, go!
I've been made to believe that hitting the red ones actually lowers your score. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. But that is the impression that I got based on some scores that I received in the past. But could also legitimately just be a programming issue. It just seems like when I don't hit the red ones, I get a higher score. But because they're a different color, my automatic thought is, oh, those are the special ones, I need to prioritize hitting those. But maybe the fact that they're red means that I'm not supposed to? I don't know. All I know is when I don't hit them, I seem to get a higher score for some reason. But I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just yet another programming glitch. Because this game is a circus of programming errors. Poof. Ooh, I don't want any of those. Oh wait, maybe I do. Buffs last longer? I'm just thinking there's only one other scenario in which I would have a use for rerolls. I've already got all the Squidward Sonata. Let's say this, I'm willing to spend 3 rerolls to see if I can get a legendary of a particular kind here. Ooh. I mean, that's also good. Buffs last longer. I wonder if I want that, actually. Double the chance of getting a buff. Yeah, I think I'd rather focus on that.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Finish!
I don't want to use up all my rerolls in case I can get more opportunities to see gear. I've actually been forgetting that I had rerolls. I just got the things that I wanted the most early on. It's actually been a good run for that so far.
Fight!
Make me. Oof, I do not like how laggy it is. I just decided to not do a double jump there. Ooh, it doesn't matter which way I go. Maybe not. Ooh, I don't like this at all. Is there a way to fall faster? Maybe. Yeah, okay. I guess that's what I was expected to do. Oh, okay. So I don't want to do a triple jump there.
Finish!
More blimps, please. Yeah. So... Okay. I can get another up to 80 if I manage to collect them all.
Fight!
Uh-oh. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Yeah. What is happening here? What the heck was that I just did? Oh yeah, her like combo thingy. Okay, let's see.
Finish!
Alright. That worked out. So I may find myself prioritizing charge attacks for a bit just to build up buffs.
When I saw my first guitar, it was love at first sight.
What are you again? Fully charged? Yeah, I don't do full charge attacks. Take too long. 15% chance of a random debuff. Wasn't level 1 only like 5%? That's a major increase. I did not realize that would increase that much. I think I want that. Okay.
Nice one.
I didn't know you had a good thing.
Finish!
In addition to the only other good things, like the two good things. I have to try and remember that.
Fight!
Where is everybody? Remember. Yeah. Yeah. I forget that she has this meter that charges up. It adds power to some of her specials. So sometimes her guitar ghost punch is like big and blue. Actually, come down here. I want to try this on you if I can. Sorry, there we go. Is he wearing headphones? Is he listening to someone else during my concert? I will not stand for that. Also, yeah, I won.
Fight!
Oh, I wasn't expecting to actually die there. That worked out.
Cling tenaciously to my power-ups.
Not clinging tenaciously to your anything. Only a low-level stuff again. But I do want this.
Easy money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Cha-ching!
I think that'll help against bosses.
You know where to find me if you need more stuff. Finish!
Shredder!
I have torn all weaknesses away and have become all-powerful.
No way I'm gonna share the stage with some reject from a metal band.
From a metal band. Yeah. There. Let me get away from that fast enough. Yeah. So yeah, I can't cause debuffs against him, but I can cause myself buffs by doing charge attacks on him. Have to. Where's he going? Right. I don't know why, but Shredder's been showing up so rarely in my run, so I'm not familiar enough with his attack patterns, like how to get around him.
For this.
That doesn't seem to matter, though. I clearly kicked his ass. Okay.
I beat you. Now get off my stage.
I did not even notice how quickly his health was dropping.
Finish!
Well, I'm continuing to learn stuff about what works in these campaign runs. So I was not expecting buffs to be that effective for me. I have yet another strategy to start thinking about. And that's good. That actually gets me excited to be playing some more of this game. After all this time, there's more layers to this. I thought I'd seen them all. Okay, so there is one more gear. There is also another Miss Puff, but it requires going through a platform stage in Zone 3, which I refuse to do if I can get around it. So I'll go the other route instead. I'm assuming buffs also stack. Just I can't think of a reason that why they wouldn't. Answer. Yeah. Need to get away from edges. Ouch. Yeah, it's switching back and forth quickly in the indicators there. Ouch. Alright, so go on to here. That worked out.
Finish!
No, I want to go here. Thank you. Oh, I thought I'd gotten all of those. Okay.
Nice one.
Finish!
Well, that works out then. I think just that and Splinter would have been the only things left worth getting. I don't need Splat or Slime. To the fight though.
Fight!
Oh. Did he turn me around? I don't know we could do that.
Dodge this, dipstick.
Dodge this particular dipstick.
So foul.
What is going on with me?
Finish!
Unfortunately, I actually lost net health there. Might be able to get it back.
Fight!
Yeah, this is a good straightforward stage. There we go, all healed up.
Remember.
Whoa, what's going on with me? And why are you invincible all of a sudden?
Finish!
Miss. Oh, remember. I get it now. That's why that's her slogan. I think out of the two, Hugh is more likely to have something worth acquiring. Unfortunately, again, Powdered Toast Man is not available again until right before the final boss.
Don't you like pie? Me too. Let's trade recipes.
I wish he was available sooner in Zone 3, just so that I can use things against more enemies. I'm actually not seeing anything exciting here. Guess I'll get this just in case I can
Finish!
manage to get the other thing. Alright, so I want to immediately get away from the edge of the stage.
Dodge this, dipstick.
He's out already, okay.
Finish!
I didn't think I'd done that much damage yet. That's probably just the AI not understanding how to get back to the platform. I've been noticing that. Sometimes the AI just doesn't understand getting back to the platform. It's been making the AI tournaments, unfortunately, not as great as they should be.
Fight!
You're a big one. Catch it. Ah, okay. How did I miss that entirely? What the heck hit me there? Everything there was frozen. Ooh.
Finish!
Okay. See what you got. I may just reroll for spread shot. Yes. That is my temptation. What's the max for this? 75%? That's pretty good. But not necessary. Ooh! Okay, yes, you talked me into it. It is worth finding out whether or not this applies to any of her projectiles. It is worth it for experimental purposes and future reference, and also so that you guys at home know whether or not this is actually worth getting. So unfortunately, there's no way to find out until you just get it. So, and I've got, I think 2 attacks that actually count as projectiles.
Finish!
So I'll try the both of them, and I'll try the one both on ground and in the air. Oh, I think I want to go down here. Yeah. It's a very basic projectile, as far as I can tell. It should count as one that homes in. There's nothing like elaborate about it that would make it not function that way.
Fight!
Like some of the others. It does home in! Homes in pretty aggressively too. Bit slow. The aerial version of it works too. Okay. Now it's just down and charge from up there. Yeah, it even works on that one. Nice. This is good to know. Oh, I think I want to be away from that. Not usually in this stage that long. You just stuck there now. Yeah. Oh goodness. Nah. Ooh. Yeah. I'm actually glad I got that now. Yeah, down here.
Fight!
So I'd be tempted to just do this the entire time, but I do want to get buffs as well. Yeah, dude. Yeah, get up, get up. Oh, you're frozen. Good. We managed to get one of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Finish!
There was a lot going on there.
Cling tenaciously to my power-ups.
No. Stop asking. Everything explodes. I want that.
Cha-ching!
Charge attacks have a 1/3 chance of granting me a buff. I want that.
Chimney!
Buffs last longer. Now, just because I'm, like, at the end, pretty much, and actually might not be using projectiles that much more, come to think of it. buffs last longer. Yeah.
I thought you'd go for that.
Let's focus on just the one challenge that I have left in this run, which is a boss, against whom debuffs will have no effect anyways. So I would buy both of those if I had more mobs and regular matches to have, but it's just a boss now. And buffs seem to work well against bosses. I'm just discovering on this run. So there's a new thing for me.
So long for now.
So long.
Finish!
Ah, this guy. So all my projectiles now home in and explode. And freeze. But yeah, I think I want to focus on charge attacks.
I'll show you once and for all, Ember, which of us is the ultimate ghost.
Oh yeah, these guys are the same show. Forgot about that. Got short range though. Oh, wow, okay. Those were delayed. Aren't you usually in the middle when you do that? I'm thinking of someone else.
Remember. This tune.
Your power pales in comparison to mine.
What the heck? What is up with your projectiles?
Proving to be far more difficult than expected.
I'm talking about why didn't that work?
Won't let you defeat me. You can't.
What's happening? Where are you at? What is a hitbox?
This can't be.
There we go.
How could I lose? Especially to you, Ember.
Why am I sideways?
You get it, Plasmius? The ghosts are gonna join my fan club now.
Oh, sweet. There's a fan club?
Finish!
Sweet. Should the camera be more focused on me? As opposed to my extremely high heel platform boots? Or is that just what I want the cameraman to focus on here? Alright, that was my test run of Plague Healer Build 3.0. And I do believe that was my best Plague Healer run so far. From the looks of it, I died 0 times, even to bonus stages. So, that's good. Stayed in good health. Got it done fairly quickly. Turns out Ember's a good pick for this kind of a run. So, yeah, that worked out. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have a particular strategy that you use as you go through campaign mode, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So thank you again for watching. Hope you're all staying safe. I'll see you later.